be organized as for in where you from Allah. We are talking as a jolly, okay, go for bush. We're talking about bush for bush for heavily or food amber, I love food fat. As I'm saying, go fat being go, I love it now, and yeah. But as I'm saying, we are really, we are from for you, we are for anger, opportunities only. Being adopt the lifestyle, at the bumbo healthy bumbo. And I found cap in a poor for me, not to as your book, because most not fair cap in a poor for, but your health is really terrible. So, and it won't be fortunately, may be health is one about that, will be about the health challenge. The health challenges, every won't be able to solve it. What are they? Number one, my lab, we are getting exercise. We are ten babs, your babs are fairly, every man babs are most rare. When you are this and go man, it's not film then, or Namfana, Bumbies, Nambubi, we talk about organics and stuff like that. And everyone be going every matter, or vegetable, you will cover and so on and so forth. So, but often for the first thing you will globally offer as a motor table right? I mean, in a word, 20 motor at all time, exercise at the booth. Set number two, we are not Njieh won't be young and do all of them do well at you from Njieh, the fast food, the processed food. Maybe these will be most of the poor. Number three, from Kofa, Njieh, walking to fat cap, or to being fat muscles, but or liver, or take room, anything, but every day you are stressed out. And number three, lack of sleep, stress. Remember, won't be able to say, the fourth thing you really, well, they go from both of you, especially in my bank, from that to more things here, even for you know, we just sing your auntie, a baby, your auntie, and then you just be number 10 and you get my dream number, I've been the for. A woman that will be naturally the most right? So, and so, wait, I was something I was so destructive, especially when you were from America. And I may be joking, but either the three, I want you for you just say in a about diabetes, blood pressure, stroke or cancer. These four diseases, I will in a moment for your Zain or your kind of was where I was a teacher. And we are certainly all these diseases have been tongue that are very, very the majority of them, these four important things. What do you eat? All that thing go you. Or 30 years only, or the tumbo like was not due here. Number one, they actually just look at the boom because not due. I'm going like Njieh boom go process by all this processed food. These are very, very difficult things. All I'm Yahamalo boom. Or go fat back or fat zoza kuhu, but able to take about the preferable thing I was so or even over the groups or fairly like white meat, and get all the chicken and stuff like that. Red meat has been consistently usually it's a very, very not healthy food. And again, particularly when I'm just include. And then exercise. If you do just 30 minutes of exercise a day, you might just exercise intensive walking or maybe 30 minutes, you are fine. But then lately, you need at least 7-8 hours a day. It's really you're cut down the tube. You're cut down the tube. Sometimes when you're still young, you don't know the value until when you've got a number in your certain level. Then you discover that all those extra hours of you are going to spend that money in intractable, curable diseases. Maybe either from arthritis to back, to diabetes, to blood pressure, to strokes, to name it. And so Ebung bio ebung bio ebo chuta bio. Belu, okay. Ogo fano go kuma ono go kuma ba fi aku ago or maybe aku ago. About neat at the Google, because the liver diseases and so on, and a lot of other cancers that one can name, they are all down to alcohol. The last thing you will do, yet still the group, the one thing you are Bomageli, you can tissue, such Asika community, and I have to say I'm very, very happy with that. So, maybe I need you people to keep it up. Social interaction. America is suffering from a chronic disease of loneliness. And loneliness is no more stress. They are really, really wreaking havoc in the community. So, or visit this is a very, very healthy practice. We are continue. The other thing, know your numbers. What are your numbers that you must know? I want you for your blood pressure, I want your blood sugar, I want your cholesterol. So these are the things that be in the work. I know you know what your numbers are. Any confusion, you would ask us. The problem is the advantage if you go on board. At us, Nabuma, good if you bear, and we are going to go up at a long situation. Or go the doctor, the lab what do I do? What does this mean? This is the most important thing. Service I will take it up if you the next thing, the level of prevention. Now, someone teaching medical doctors. I'm students over any young doctors who use that trainer or any other person else. The best way to cure a disease is what? To not have it at all. What is the second best way? To diagnose it early. Because diseases you go diagnose, real primary school and a stage in time saves time. Okay, so the problem really, once you don't diagnose a disease early, you are not able to actually go and get early screening, early bomb prevention, early checking what is wrong. You are now not managing the disease, you are managing the complications of the disease. Ajams are curable, Ajams are treated with a very, very limited amount. I've been checking a very big problem. Because I want to change just a verbal. It could cause problems with the engine, cause problems with everything. So we're going to change a simple problem with verbal. There's a whole car. Or more belt, you can change it for a few dollars. It costs you now the whole car. So your body is like that. So we are born this screening in the world only as a form, blood pressure against blood sugar against cholesterol against what it means about and I understand how complex the American medical system is. But explain exactly or because we're going to your doctor. Now we have a doctor Yala. I get a doctor let you conversation. If you have anything you will either just call us. You people are just so blessed. We're just talking about this. The most important, the richest aspect of the Bamaman community, anti-Americans, health professionals. So why do you sit at the banks of the river and say and wash your hands with spittle? Why? So we will go on there when we are chatting years ago. Questions. So get your screening. When you have a screening, I will go to my field, which is cancer. It has now regular havoc within our community. And at 40, you should start getting your mammograms. And the the breasts are much denser than the white man's breast, the white woman's breast. And so mammogram alone may not be enough. So go gongu and things, you may need to get an MRI, just ask us that go gongu, anything, you just ask us the question. If you are a man and you are above 45, know that you know your PSA. You are delegated your screen for prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is the deadliest disease amongst, one of the deadliest diseases amongst black men, because it affects the black men into any other race. If you have 40, 45, 50 or so, you have to screen for colon cancer. You can go colonoscopy. You get it once every 10 years. They will take you back to the next 5 years or so. If you're a woman, you should be screening for cervical cancer. These are the cancers if you don't screening. And women, or even one banger, it won't be number. The ages, the young girls, they should not, a cervical cancer should be a thing of the past. It can be eradicated with the vaccines that are available now. In fact, in recent report, that's Njieh, all one could be able to vaccinate that. And yet the first generation of HPV vaccine, virus, that causes cervical cancer. None of them, as in 100%, almost eradicated disease now. So, these are some of the things that people will be able to. And then, if you 1 year social media, I really have to urge you people, any information you will share via social media, because this is an epidemic, anti-community. Social media will be very, very useful. With social media, I can talk to many of you in many, many places, anyone will learn so many things. But it can also be very, very destructive. And we give along algorithms and social media, it will be TV, the loud mouths. We will be also conspiratorial. We will be also they are the ones that be promote the algorithms will promote again. And so most Njieh 100,000 views or 1 million views or whatever. These are bots. These are not real people. And so we're going to be video. Video, especially I will talk in the domain of healthcare. I see 10 videos every day, but I can spot, falling person 9 out of those 10 that within 2 minutes that this is not real. And we're just good. Acronym you don't stop. Again, go bang video. What is the source? Then number 2, you go bang what is the truth about it? What is the truth about it? Or ask. And then what are the other sources that you could verify? Over video, you have CDC, Center for Disease Control, for instance. It's a very different thing than having something, some unnamed somebody, somebody anti-basement. Or in these days and ages, actually even ChatGPT is even AI that is even generated. A lot of scare when you are the one dying. And then the P, you get the perspective. Being a perspective who is the you talk to only push it forward with videos. Know that you may intentionally be harming a lot of people, including yourself. So again, your limit the screen time if you want to on your social media. I can tell you I have to make sure at a certain age you only have an hour of social media. And as you grow older, then you can increase the time. But we are very careful. I give you a discourse available. One of the problems is gas and we are not doing garbage, one that it won't get a bomb time. It's a bomb chance. I discuss. Once they don't have that time, they are going to go to other sources which are often not reliable. So English was the symptoms, and ultimately more sometimes the Nigerian community. Some have ended up with suicide. They could have been very, very spotted and prevented. So we'll limit the screen time. In social media will be very, very difficult. You will be quality understand because it's a new generation. But we are quality because what they are doing, what are the things they are using. We are quality and you, the chair of one of the co-chairs at your convention, I was very happy when you mentioned the youth forum. You went your WhatsApp group with about 100 people. That can be a force. I think you need your share. Share, but it will be life stories. Instead of more about something that can have a trustworthy person from amongst you. Yeah, okay, this is what is happening. But we only agree we are using it for a destructive reason, because it could also tend to be very destructive. Again, the loudest voice may become the dominant talk, not because it is true, but it is because they are loud, they are loudest. So in Kengiri, I will just share a few of these things I'm with you. I agree, it will be, we are low, you ask for, Egegua, Equal, Alia Baptin, and Njieh. Who know you ask for, again, what 13 years ago, UK, what are you eating? Are you eating food or are you eating disease? I believe more to that, but the bosses and come with that. So when I do, you know exactly as I'm supposed to do. Number two, really agree, would you take upon yourself to say you would exercise daily? Can you take upon yourself to say you will sleep? Can you take upon yourself, Alegili, yes, but your weight, especially if it can be the worst part of the weight, I'm anti-alibum. So this is why. So you can burn those calories, and you will be able to struggle for the weight when they are not able to actually reduce that weight significantly. There are certain medications, it is very, very important. People can talk with their primary care, because losing weight on those, that data shows us like it is not just losing weight, especially if you combine it with exercise and nutrition. It is actually cutting your risk of so many diseases if you will go. And but the most important thing is we are here. All right. So the thing I'm on Cuba, we get the phone number, including Gaza Media. So Bobo contact work, and this my anybody can ask me any question, and I'm always here.
Thank you.